Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd do a quick little van tour just to show you guys what I take on an everyday basis. This is what I take every day. There are other things I would take if needed, but what's in my van is every day, and today is what I would take on every job really. So we'll start in the front, because I have got some things in the front. So under here we've got, this is for my combi. I recently got a new strimmer attachment for the combi. I do have a strimmer, it's poking its head out there, but I do sometimes use this for bigger jobs, as it is a lot more powerful than the strimmer I've got. High vis for site jobs. We've got an extension lead, weed killer. There's a tripod where I do all my filming, a raincoat, and I just pin the jumper up there. Moving on to the back. So this is where all the fun is. So I actually put this plywall in. This wasn't here when I got the van. I actually put this in, and it's one of the things I did do to this van. I've made a few modifications to this van. That bulkhead's something I put in as well. Well, my best mate put that in. Took it out of an 08 Berlingo and put it in. If you know anything about Berlingos, then they come with a small little cage that just goes here. It's not very secure at all. So yeah, we chopped it up and made it fit. So yeah, if anyone has any questions on how to do that, I can make a video on that to show you more in depth on how that went in, because it is a bit of a pain to get that in. So on the plywall we've got Wolfgarten pole. This is the 170 times 300 centimeter one. It's got the extendable bit on the end. It goes up to 300 centimeters or 3 meters. Got rake, brush, and then a double-ended metal hoe head. Don't use the hoe out often actually. In fact, I very rarely use it. In fact, it's brand new still. I haven't actually used it yet. It's more of a winter thing, that really. I haven't had to use that just yet. This is a 1 meter extension pole for the combi. I did have a pair of leaf grabbers, but some nasty person stole them on a job. I was very upset about those. I did get another red pair, but sadly they don't fit on my rack, which is very frustrating, because the ones I had before fit absolutely perfectly on the rack. So very annoyed about that. Pair of leaf loppers, loppers there. They are extendable by the handle. Generic spade. Normal fuel. This is just normal fuel. 2-stroke in here. 2-stroke oil. WD. An assortment of gloves. God knows how many pairs in there. Pressure washer. Now, I do take the pressure washer everywhere, because you never know when someone might ask you to do a bit of pressure washing. I have had it before where you rock up and they realise you got one, and like, oh, do you mind doing this? Or it reminds them, oh, I actually did a driveway, and the only reason I got it was because he was coming out to come into the van to have a chat with me, and he said, oh, you do pressure washing, do you? And I said, oh yeah, I do a bit, and I ended up doing this whole driveway. Leaf blower. I will be getting a backpack one, which will be going up there come autumn, because that thing's not powerful enough really for autumn, but it does the job definitely during summer. Strimmer. This strimmer is, I can't pronounce the name. It's that name. Marima. It's a Tokyo based brand. We've got the Steel KM94RC combi. Bloody brilliant bit of kit this. Really love this bit. Absolutely phenomenal power on this thing. It's not the top range or power unit, but it is blooming powerful, and it's more than powerful enough for what I need it for. Now, this is my pride and joy, the Honda HRD. Very good bit of kit. Extremely powerful. This is the most powerful mower I've ever had or used. It will cut through grass knee deep, and it's got me out of trouble a few times, this mower, can't lie. I do have to fold these down to get it in, but it's not an issue. I've been using this now for 5 months and I've never had an issue with the windy bits failing or anything like that. It is under warranty. I did have a bit of issues with it at first, but I've not had an issue with it since. So yeah, can't complain about that. Really good bit of kit. Coming from a hater as well. Would not go back now. The Honda is definitely the one to use for me. That is for sure. I do keep a brush in there actually, just to actually brush myself down more than anything. 2 boards to get the bits in and out. This is the steel strimmer head attachment, which I use for which I use for bigger jobs. Now, I don't actually rate this too much, and I do tend to just use my strimmer, but I have a guy that goes out and does 1 day a week at the moment for me, and it's useful for him to take my strimmer and I'll use the combi. That's just how I work it. In here we've got various funnels for filling things up. I've got 4 funnels, a saw, spare ear defenders, 2 pairs of safety glasses. There is a secateurs in here somewhere. There's a secateurs in here as well, and a collapsible saw right at the bottom. Obviously the leaf grabbers you've seen. 2 tape measures, one I found. This is a blade sharpener. Really good bit of kit actually. It isn't good for things like mower blades or anything like that, or sharpening your combi blades or hedge trimmer blades, but for secateurs, leaf loppers, blades in general, this is really useful, and I use this all the time to sharpen my secateurs up. So yeah, really useful bit of kit this. And that pretty much concludes it really. This is what I would take every day. This doesn't change. I may occasionally chuck in a fork. Some customers like their beds forked over during autumn and winters, but again, it's very rare, and sometimes I just use the spade or the double-headed hoe anyway, so it's very rare that I'll use a fork. And yeah, this gets me by. I've never really had to use anything else, to be honest. 2 bags, waste bags. There's actually 5 bags rolled up into 2, and then 2 ladders. One is just a normal step ladder, just for small hedges and stuff like that, and the others are, well, it's a collapsible ladder, but it goes up quite high, so I do all my big conifers and stuff like that with. So yeah, that's a little insight into how I run my van and stuff like that. If you did enjoy the video, really appreciate a subscribe and a like on the video, or comments. Let me know what you guys take and stuff like that. So yeah, big shout out to everyone who watched, and yeah, I'll join you in the next one.